Today we will talk about how women in the age of 50, 60 years to line up suitors. At this age, life is just beginning, and you have every chance for new acquaintances and romantic relationships. Let's look at a step-by-step plan that will help you attract the attention of men and create an atmosphere of interest and respect around you. Step 1. Positioning yourself. Positioning yourself is the first and perhaps one of the most important steps towards lining up suitors. Women in their 50s and 60s have unique life experiences and wisdom that can attract men. However, in order for this to happen, you need to properly realize and present yourself. Let's take a closer look at how to do this. Realizing your value. The first step to successful positioning is realizing your value as a person. Many women at this age may experience insecurity or self-doubt, especially if they have been focused on family or career for a long time. It's important to realize that you have many qualities that can attract men: life experience, listening, caring, and supportive. Think about what it is that makes you unique. It could be your hobbies, accomplishments, or even your personality. Defining your desires. The next step is to have a clear understanding of what you want out of a relationship. Think about your preferences. What type of man are you interested in? What qualities are you looking for in a partner? Perhaps romance, common interests, or stability and support are important to you. Write down your thoughts on paper. This will help you better articulate your desires and expectations. Create a positive image. Now that you've realized your value and identified your desires, it's time to think about how you want to present yourself to others. Your image should reflect your personality and confidence. This includes not only your appearance, but also your mannerisms, behavior, and even your lifestyle. Appearance. Update your closet so that it matches your style and emphasizes your strengths. Choose clothes that you like and in which you feel comfortable and confident. Don't forget the details. Accessories, hair, and makeup can add the finishing touch to your look. Communication style. Be open and friendly. A smile and a positive attitude can attract the attention of men. Learn to make conversation. Ask questions. Share your thoughts and interests. This will help you create an atmosphere of trust and interest. Exercises for self-esteem. To improve self-esteem, is useful to perform special exercises. For example, make a list of your accomplishments. It can be anything from career successes to personal victories. You can also keep a gratitude journal where you write down positive things from your life. This will help you see your value and boost your confidence. Participate in activities. To position yourself as an attractive woman, it is important to actively participate in the community. Sign up for courses, workshops, or hobby clubs. This will not only expand your social circle, but will also allow you to develop as a person. The more you do what you enjoy, the more confident you will feel. Openness to new opportunities. Be open to new acquaintances and opportunities. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. Sometimes that's where the most interesting acquaintances and events are hidden. Participate in social activities, get-togethers, and community events. Self-acceptance. The most important aspect of positioning is accepting yourself for who you are. Don't compare yourself to other women. Don't strive to conform to someone else's expectations. Everyone is unique, and your individuality is what can attract men. Be proud of yourself and your experiences. Positioning yourself is a key step towards creating a queue of suitors. Realizing your value, identifying your desired type of relationship, creating a positive image, and being proactive will help you attract the attention of men. The main thing is to be confident and open to new opportunities. Remember, your life is just beginning, and there are a lot of interesting meetings and acquaintances ahead. Step 2. Work on your appearance. Working on your appearance is the second important step towards creating a queue of suitors for women in their 50s and 60s. At this age, many women begin to rethink their attitude toward themselves and their appearance. This is a time when you can not only update your closet, but also change your lifestyle to feel more confident and attractive. Let's take a look at how you can improve your appearance and impress potential suitors. Skincare. Your skin is one of the most noticeable aspects of your appearance. As you age, it can lose its elasticity and radiance, so it's important to develop a proper skincare routine. Start by choosing quality cosmetics that suit your skin type. Pay attention to moisturizing creams, serums, and products with SPF protection. Regular treatments such as exfoliation and masks will help keep your skin in good condition. Don't forget to make regular visits to your beautician. Treatments such as facial cleansing or Botox and hyaluronic acid injections can help refresh your appearance and restore youthfulness to your skin. However, it's important to remember that naturalness is always in fashion, so choose treatments tailored to your individual features. Hair plays a key role in creating your overall look. As you get older, hair can lose volume and color, so it's worth considering a style update. Shorter haircuts that emphasize the face and give a fresh look may be right for you. You can also experiment with color. Soft shades of blonde or chestnut can refresh the look. Regular visits to the hairdresser will help to keep your hair in perfect condition. Don't forget about home treatments. Hair masks and conditioners will help keep your hair healthy and shiny. Makeup. Makeup is a great way to emphasize your strengths and hide flaws. It is important to use quality cosmetics that suit your skin type. A light foundation or BB cream will help even out your skin tone, and blush will give you a fresh look. Pay attention to your eyes. The right eyeliner and mascara can make your eyes look more expressive. Use neutral shades of eyeshadow to create a natural look. Don't forget about your lips. Bright lipstick can add an accent to your makeup, but choose shades that harmonize with your overall style. Clothing. Your closet should reflect your personality and style. It is important to choose clothes that emphasize the advantages of your figure and hide flaws. For example, if you have beautiful legs, choose knee-length skirts or dresses. If you want to hide your belly, favor loose tops or dresses with an exaggerated waist. Don't be afraid to experiment with colors and textures. Bright shades can add energy to your image, and interesting prints will make it more lively. It is also worth paying attention to accessories. Scarves, jewelry, and bags can be a great addition to your outfit. Physical activity. Taking care of your physical condition is also important for improving your appearance. Regular exercise can help keep you in shape, improve your posture, and boost your energy levels. It can be yoga, swimming, or even a simple walk in the fresh air. The most important thing is that you enjoy exercising. Physical activity not only improves your appearance, but also has a positive effect on your overall health and mood. The better you feel, the more confident you look. A positive attitude to life. You can't forget about your inner state. Self-confidence and a positive attitude make a woman more attractive. Work on your inner world. Take up hobbies, socialize with interesting people, and develop as a person. When you are happy inside, it is reflected in your appearance. Working on your appearance is not only about cosmetics and clothes, but also about taking care of yourself in general. Realizing your worth, taking proper care of your skin and hair, creating a stylish image, and staying physically active will help you look attractive and confident. Remember, your uniqueness is what will attract men, and your confidence will make you irresistible. Step 3. Expand your social circle. Expanding your social circle is the third key step in creating a queue of suitors for women in their 50s and 60s. At this age, many women may find their social contacts limited, especially if they are retired or have experienced changes in their personal lives. However, this is the time to open up new horizons, meet interesting people, and perhaps find your other half. Let's take a look at how you can effectively expand your social circle and attract the attention of suitors. Joining clubs and interest groups. One of the best ways to meet new people is to join clubs or groups that match your interests. These could be book clubs, cooking classes, art, dance, or fitness classes. By participating in such activities, you will not only get the opportunity to develop your hobbies, but also meet people with similar interests. Socializing on the basis of common hobbies creates a natural atmosphere for getting to know each other and socializing. You will be able to share experiences, discuss your favorite books or recipes, which will help you build rapport and find common topics of conversation. Utilize social media and online platforms. In today's world, social media plays an important role in expanding your social circle. Platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, or specialized dating sites can be a great tool for finding new acquaintances. Create a profile where you share your interests and hobbies and actively participate in discussions about groups you like. There are also dating sites and apps geared towards seniors. They allow you not only to find potential partners, but also to meet new friends. Don't be afraid to experiment and try different platforms. It may be there that you meet someone who will become close to you. Attend events and cultural events. Cultural events are a great opportunity to meet new people. Attend exhibitions, concerts, theater productions, and festivals. These events not only enrich your experience, but also provide opportunities to socialize with like-minded people. Don't hesitate to approach people and start a conversation. Socializing in a relaxed atmosphere makes introductions easier and more natural. You can discuss your impressions of the event or ask questions about what other participants enjoyed. Participate in volunteer projects. Volunteering is not only a way to help others, but also a great way to expand your social circle. Join local charities or initiatives. Here you will meet people with a good heart and shared values. Working as a team on common goals helps to strengthen bonds and create friendships. In addition, volunteering often involves taking part in various events, which offers further opportunities for networking. Developing social skills. Sometimes expanding our social circle requires us to take a proactive approach to communication. Work on your communication skills. Learn to listen and ask questions. Show genuine interest in the person you are talking to. Self-confidence and openness will help you find a common language with new people. It is also useful to develop emotional intelligence, the ability to recognize and understand the emotions of others. This will allow you to better interact with others and make deeper connections. Maintaining old connections. Don't forget about your old friends and acquaintances. Sometimes it's worth reconnecting with those you haven't seen in a while. This can lead to unexpected encounters. Your old friends may introduce you to their acquaintances or invite you to events where you meet new people. Expanding your social circle is an important step toward creating a queue of suitors for women in their 50s and 60s. It's a time to explore new horizons, find like-minded people, and build new relationships. Join hobby clubs, utilize social media, attend cultural events, and volunteer, all of which will help you not only meet new people, but also enrich your life with new experiences. Remember, the more open you are to new acquaintances, the more likely you are to find your person. Step 4. Utilize online dating. In today's world, online dating has become one of the most popular ways to find romantic relationships. For women in their 50s and 60s, this method can be a great tool for creating a queue of suitors. Let's take a look at how to effectively use online dating to find the right partners and make interesting acquaintances. Choosing a dating platform. The first step in using online dating is choosing the right platform. There are many sites and apps that cater to different age groups and interests. For women in their 50s and 60s, specialized dating sites such as Silver Singles, Our Time, or eHarmony are worth considering. These platforms are designed for older people and offer a user-friendly interface, as well as the ability to search for a partner based on interests and life values. When choosing a platform, look at user reviews, site functionality, and security. Make sure the platform has strong identity protection measures and provides the ability to block or report inappropriate behavior. Create an attractive profile. Your profile is your calling card in the online dating world, so it's important to make it as attractive as possible. Start by choosing a good photo. Use fresh photos that make you look natural and confident. Avoid overly processed or outdated photos. It's also worth adding a few pictures that show your hobbies and lifestyle. This will help potential suitors understand you better. In your profile description, try to be sincere and open. Talk about your interests, hobbies, and what you're looking for in a relationship. Use positive language and avoid negative language. For example, instead of "I don't like smokers," it is better to write "I prefer a healthy lifestyle." This will create a more favorable first impression. Actively participate in the search. After creating your profile, start actively searching for potential suitors. Use search filters to find people with similar interests and values. Do not be afraid to send messages first. Many men will appreciate the initiative and courage of a woman who shows interest. When communicating, try to ask questions and show genuine interest in the person you are talking to. This will help establish a deeper connection and make the conversation more lively. Remember that online communication can be tricky. It's not always possible to find common ground right away, but don't despair. Keep looking and connecting with different people. Safety first. Online dating can be fun, but it's important to keep safety in mind. Never share personal information such as your residential address, phone number, or financial details in the early stages of communication. Communicate through a dating platform until you are confident in the person. It's also worth paying attention to the behavior of the person you're talking to. If someone shows aggression or disrespect, it is better to stop communicating. Do not be afraid to block users who behave inappropriately. Move on to real meetings. When you find someone you're interested in chatting with, you can move on to actual meetings. Start with video calls. This will help you get to know each other better in a comfortable environment. If both partners feel confident, you can schedule a meeting in a public place. When meeting, try to be open and relaxed. Discuss interesting topics, share life stories, and don't forget about your sense of humor. Most importantly, enjoy the process of getting to know each other and don't rush to conclusions. Self-confidence. Don't forget the importance of self-confidence. Online dating can cause some women to feel insecure or fear rejection. Remember that every person is unique and not all dating will lead to a relationship. Be open to new opportunities and don't be afraid to experiment. Using online dating is a powerful tool for women in their 50s and 60s who want to create a queue of suitors. Choosing the right platform, creating an attractive profile, actively participating in your search and following safety precautions will help you successfully navigate the world of online dating. Openness to new acquaintances and self-confidence will be the key to a successful search for a romantic relationship. Remember to enjoy the process of communication and be ready for new adventures. Step 5. Socializing and flirting. Communication and flirting are key elements in the process of creating a queue of suitors for women in their 50s and 60s. This step requires confidence, openness, and the ability to connect with others. Let's take a look at how to communicate and flirt effectively to attract the attention of potential partners and create interesting acquaintances. Establishing trusting communication. The first step to successful communication is to establish an atmosphere of trust. Start by being sincere and open in your messages. Share your thoughts, interests, and experiences, but don't forget to ask questions of your interlocutor. This will help you learn more about each other and create a sense of mutual interest. Use active listening. When your interlocutor shares something important, emphasize it with your answers. For example, if he or she is talking about a hobby, you might say, "That sounds really interesting. How did you get started doing that?" This approach shows that you value his opinion and want to further the conversation. Play with humor. Humor is a great way to lighten the mood and make communication easier and more casual. Don't be afraid to use jokes or funny stories from your life. However, keep in mind that humor should be appropriate and not offensive. For example, you can joke about typical situations in life or how you cope with everyday challenges. You can also use light flirting through jokes. For example, if your conversation partner is sharing his or her opinion about something, you can add, "Well, if you ever become an expert on it, I'll be the first to interview you." This approach will create an atmosphere of lightness and playfulness. In the conversation, use of flirting. Flirting is an art that can greatly increase the level of interest from your interlocutor. Start with light compliments. For example, you might say, "I love your communication style. It's so pleasant and accommodating." Or, "You have a really interesting outlook on life." Such compliments create a positive impression and emphasize your interest. You can also use nonverbal flirting signals such as smileys or emoji in your messages. They can add playfulness to your communication and show that you are in a friendly mood. However, don't overdo it. It's important to maintain a balance between flirting and serious communication. Creating intrigue. To keep your conversation interesting, try to create a little intrigue. Don't reveal all your cards at once. Leave room for questions and discussion. For example, if you're talking about your hobby, mention that you have an interesting story about it, but don't reveal it right away. This may encourage the other person to ask questions and deepen the conversation. You can also change topics of discussion from time to time or ask unexpected questions. For example, if you could choose any place on Earth to travel, where would you go and why? Such questions can lead to engaging discussions and allow you to get to know each other better. Maintaining interest. It's important to maintain interest in the conversation over time. Don't forget to remind yourself periodically. Send messages asking how your day went or what new things happened. This will help to keep in touch and show your conversation partner that you are interested in their life. It's also a good idea to think about topics for future conversations in advance. If you know your conversation partner is passionate about a particular topic, such as books or traveling, prepare a few questions or stories about that topic. This will help you avoid pauses in communication and make the conversation more rich. Moving on to real-life encounters. When you feel that the communication has become trustworthy and interesting enough, you can think about moving on to real meetings. Share your thoughts on the topic. "I'm really interested in talking to you. Maybe we could meet for a cup of coffee." It's important to do this at an appropriate time when you both feel comfortable socializing. Socializing and flirting are important aspects of creating a queue of suitors for women in their 50s and 60s. Establishing a trusting relationship, using humor and flirtation, creating intrigue and maintaining interest will help you attract the attention of potential partners. Be open to making new acquaintances and enjoy the process of networking. It's the key to successfully finding a romantic relationship. Step 6. Participate in group activities. Participating in group events is an important step for women in their 50s and 60s looking to line up suitors. These events provide a unique opportunity to expand your social circle, meet new people, and create romantic connections in a relaxed environment. Let's take a look at how to maximize group events to achieve this goal. Finding the right events. The first step is to find activities that match your interests and hobbies. These could be hobby clubs, courses, workshops, sports, or even volunteer programs. It is important to choose activities that you enjoy, as this will make you more confident and open to socializing. Look at local listings, social media, or event websites. Often libraries, cultural centers, and even cafes organize different meetings and activities. Make sure the activities you choose are suitable for your age group and create a comfortable atmosphere for socializing. Openness to making new acquaintances. When you come to a group event, it's important to be open to new acquaintances. Set a positive attitude and be willing to socialize with different people. Remember that many attendees may also be looking to socialize and get to know each other, so your openness may be the key to new relationships. Don't be afraid to start conversations with strangers. Simple questions about how they found out about the event or what they like about the activity can be a great conversation starter. Use a smile and eye contact. This will help create a friendly atmosphere and draw attention to you. Participate in discussions and activities during group activities. Actively participate in discussions and activities. If it's a workshop or seminar, feel free to ask questions or share your opinions. This will not only help you to express yourself, but will also attract the attention of other participants. If the event involves team games or challenges, try to be an active participant. These situations create opportunities to interact with others and get to know each other better as you work together. Creating connections. Once you have gotten to know a few people, try to keep in touch with those who interest you. You can exchange contacts or suggest meeting up at the next event. Don't forget to be proactive. If you spot someone you're interested in talking to, text them or invite them to coffee. It is also a good idea to create a small group of new acquaintances to meet or discuss together. This can be an interest group where you can share hobbies and find like-minded people. Participate in online groups. In addition to offline activities, don't forget about the possibilities of online groups. Social media and dating platforms offer many interest groups where you can connect with people from all over the world. This is a great way to expand your social circle and find people with similar hobbies. In such groups, you can participate in discussions, share your experiences, and even suggest ideas for meetups. Be an active participant. This will help you draw attention to yourself and arouse interest in other participants. Set yourself up for a positive outcome. It's important to remember that participating in group activities is not only a way to find suitors, but also an opportunity to have new experiences and make friends. Set yourself up for a positive outcome. Even if you don't meet your love right away, each new acquaintance can be a valuable friend or support. Don't be afraid to experiment with different activities and approaches. Sometimes the most unexpected meetings can lead to interesting acquaintances and romantic relationships. The main thing is to stay open to new opportunities and enjoy the process of socializing. Participating in group activities is an important step for women in their 50s and 60s looking to line up suitors. Being open to new acquaintances, actively participating in discussions and making connections will help you expand your social circle and attract the attention of potential partners. Don't forget to keep a positive attitude and enjoy the process. Every meeting can be the start of something new and exciting. Step 7. Don't be afraid to say no. On your way to creating a queue of suitors, it's important to remember that your time and emotional well-being are paramount. In this context, knowing how to say no becomes a key skill for women in their 50s and 60s looking to build their romantic relationships. Rejection can be difficult, especially if you don't want to offend the person you're talking to, but it's essential to avoid unnecessary situations and focus on those you're truly interested in. Understanding your needs and wants. Before you learn how to say no, it's important to understand what you want from a relationship. Work out what your wants and preferences are. This can include what qualities you look for in a partner, what values are important to you, and what type of relationship you want to build. When you are clear about your needs, it will be easier for you to recognize when someone doesn't meet your expectations. For example, if you're looking for a serious relationship and your suitor prefers easy and casual dating, this could be a reason to say no. Making a decision based on your own desires will help you avoid unnecessary disappointment and wasted time. Respect yourself and your boundaries. Rejection is not only your right, but also shows respect for yourself. Set clear boundaries and don't be afraid to defend them. If someone doesn't meet your expectations or behaves disrespectfully, it's important to be able to say no. This will help you create a healthy social atmosphere and attract those who truly value you. Remember that saying no does not mean that you are offending someone or doing something wrong. It is simply an expression of your preferences and desire to move on. Respecting your boundaries also helps others respect you. How to say no in the right way. When it comes time to say no to someone, it's important to do so with tact and respect. Here are some tips on how to properly express your refusal. Be honest but kind. Explain the reason for your refusal without being overly harsh. For example, you might say, "I enjoyed talking to you, but I don't feel the connection I'm looking for." Avoid uncertainty. Don't leave room for hope for the future. Make it clear that you are not interested in continuing the communication. Don't hesitate to say no. Remember that your time and emotions are important. If you do not want to continue the communication, feel free to say so. Don't take responsibility for the other person's feelings. Everyone is entitled to their emotions. You don't have to feel guilty for saying no. Practice saying no. Like any other skill, knowing how to say no takes practice. Start with small refusals in your everyday life. It could be turning down an offer to meet up with friends if you have other plans or just want to spend time alone with yourself. These small steps will help you develop confidence and learn to stand up for yourself. When it comes to romantic relationships, use the experience you've gained. If you're not interested in someone or feel uncomfortable socializing, don't be afraid to say so. With each rejection, you will become more confident in your decisions. Learning from experience rejection is also a learning opportunity. After each rejection, analyze the situation. What exactly was wrong with you? What signs could have alerted you that this person was not a good fit? This will help you better understand your preferences and avoid similar situations in the future. It's also important to remember that every experience is a step toward your personal growth. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. They can be valuable lessons on your path to creating a healthy relationship. Don't be afraid to say no. This is an important aspect of building a queue of suitors for women in their 50s and 60s. Knowing how to say no is based on understanding your needs and respecting yourself. Be honest and kind when saying no. Practice this skill in your daily life and learn from your experiences. Remember, rejections help you focus on those people who truly meet your expectations and desires. This will ultimately lead to better and more satisfying relationships. Step 8. Relationship development. Once you've created a queue of suitors and selected the ones you want to pursue further communication with, the important step comes: relationship development. For women in their 50s and 60s, this can be especially significant, as many of them have a wealth of life experience and clear ideas about what they want out of a romantic relationship. In this step, we'll look at how to effectively develop relationships with your suitors so that they become deeper and more meaningful. Establishing trust. Trust is the foundation of any healthy relationship. To develop trust, it's important to be open and honest with your suitor. Share your thoughts and feelings. Talk about your hobbies and interests. This will create an atmosphere of mutual understanding and allow your partner to get to know you better. It is also important to take an interest in your suitor's life. Ask questions about his or her hobbies, goals, and dreams. Show that you are genuinely interested in what he or she has to say. This will help strengthen the bond between you and set the stage for the relationship to grow further. Communication and active listening. Effective communication is a key element in the development of any relationship. Learn not only how to speak, but also how to listen. Active listening involves paying attention to what the other person is saying, understanding their emotions, and responding to them. This creates a sense of support and care. Don't be afraid to discuss important topics such as your expectations of the relationship, past experiences, and your values. Being open in your communication will help avoid misunderstandings and create a deeper connection. Shared activities. Develop your relationship through shared activities and hobbies. These can be anything from outdoor activities, going to exhibitions, taking cooking classes, or playing sports. Joint activities help strengthen the bond and create shared memories that will deepen your relationship. Keep both partners' interests in mind when choosing activities to do together. This will not only show your attention to his or her preferences, but also create opportunities for new experiences and socialization. Respect for personal space. It is important to remember to respect each partner's personal space. Each person needs time to themselves to pursue their hobbies or simply relax. By respecting each other's personal boundaries, you show that you value your partner's individuality. Don't rush the relationship. Give it time to develop naturally. Sometimes getting too close too quickly can cause discomfort and lead to tension. Discussing the future. As your relationship becomes more serious, it's important to discuss the future. This may involve talking about what you both want out of the relationship. Do you want a serious commitment, or do you prefer an easy relationship? Discussing these types of questions will help you figure out if you're on the same page and ready to move on. Don't be afraid to ask questions about your partner's plans for the future. This can be related not only to the relationship, but also to career, family, or travel. Understanding each other's goals will help you create joint plans and strengthen your bond. Work on conflicts. Conflicts are a natural part of any relationship. It's important to be able to resolve them constructively. If disagreements arise, try to discuss them openly and calmly. Avoid blaming and focus on understanding your partner's point of view. Working through conflicts can be an opportunity for your relationship to grow. Being able to find compromises and support each other in difficult moments strengthens the bond between you. Support and inspiration. Remember to support each other in your aspirations and dreams. Be a source of inspiration for your partner and allow him or her to support you in your endeavors. This creates an atmosphere of mutual support and respect. As you develop your relationship, remember that every couple is unique. Don't strive to follow any standards or expectations. Listen to your feelings and intuition. Pay attention to what works for both of you and develop the relationship in the direction that feels right. Developing a relationship is an important step toward building a strong bond with your suitor. Establishing trust, communicating effectively, doing activities together, and respecting personal space will help you create a healthy and satisfying relationship. Remember to discuss the future and work through conflicts, as well as support each other's aspirations. Ultimately, your focus on relationship development will lead to a deeper connection and understanding between you. So, dear viewers, we've covered a step-by-step plan for women 50, 60 years old who want to line up suitors. The main thing is to be confident in yourself, open to new acquaintances, and not be afraid to take the initiative. Remember that every new day is an opportunity for new meetings and bright emotions.